Yeah, a bit like when...
Yeah, there you go, message. He's got a message, there you go, send a video. Here's, oh, can do Campbell, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
What a breath of wind.
That's exactly what I said. Right. Anyway, so here we are, Monday show.
Yep.
Goodness me. It's been a while. We're in the garage.
In the dungeon.
In the dungeon.
Yep.
So we were meant to play Nudgee at this second.
Yep.
And we were meant to play with Campbell. And he just sent a video. Let's show everybody what it is. Here you go. It was rather windy and raining.
What a breath of wind, mate.
Yeah.
So we're doing this, and we'll organise Nudgee another time. But
Yep. Do a Monday show. We haven't done one for a while.
We haven't.
No, so
and actually the vlog that was just out was burleigh. Yeah, good call. Coffee.
Yep.
Was burleigh. So we just had burleigh out. Did you end up watching that?
I watched some bits of it.
So we had the hammer.
Yep.
Had old Kieran.
See the hammer. He looked good.
Well, no, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Looking fighting fit.
He lost a little bit of weight, but he
looked like Thor.
He did. What? Which part of Thor? Before he got back to fit, or?
I'll let you make up.
No, the hammer seems quite happy, so that's good.
Yeah, no, the hammer was going good.
So we had the hammer, myself, Tyler Duncan.
Yep.
And Brad.
Yes.
Brad Stevenson.
Yep.
So
all a good bunch of blokes.
It was very, very good fun, and so if you watch it, it was 7 parts because we went to 5-hole playoff.
Yeah. Well, I played with Tyler before.
Yeah, played with Tyler before.
And well, we haven't seen it yet, but I have played with Brad.
I have said yes with Brad. So that Burleigh was just out again. Great golf course, and what's coming out is actually Nudgee. Or what's coming out next is NUDGEE BULKA. So that's so there's 2 18 holes at Nudgee.
Yep.
You got the Bulka and the Kurai. Kurai is a championship course. Bulka is the other 18. A little shorter.
Used to be, anyone that's played there before, it was the north and the south course. So yes, the one we played was the old north course, which was more the members course, wasn't it? Because the members played there most of the time, and the south course was the
other one, basically.
Yeah, so they did a lot of corporate days on it. So they used it as a, how would you say? It was always like second 18.
Well, it was.
I like the south course. It was a bit like a members and a public course.
Yes. Well, there you go. That's actually a good way of putting it.
So, sort of, most of the members' comps were on the north course, and then most of the non-members social were on that. And it was always pretty handy because it was a course that you could generally get on, unless they had some sort of corporate day or something.
Of course. Yeah, no, and then south course, I like the south course. And so we played the Bulka with Charlie Oliver, who was a member there. Yep. So it was just the 3 of us because we had a pull out. Old Harry again. But that's okay. That's okay. So checkpoint Charlie.
Harry no show.
That's going to have to be him. No show H.
Yeah,
but
busy young man.
That's what I've heard. He's spending a lot of money by the sounds of it.
Yep.
So we play with checkpoint Charlie.
Sorry, I will say something because Nudgee. So that played there a couple of times, right? But what I want to do is give a shout out to young James Macklin.
James Macklin.
So
yes,
his dad's been quite unwell. We won't go into details, anything, but he's been quite unwell. He's in hospital at the moment. Just want to wish him all the best.
On the mend now.
Yep.
So it seems okay for now.
Yep. On the mend. So hopefully he'll be fighting fit, but was very, very unwell.
Touch and go for a second by the sounds of it. So.
To Jimmy and all his family.
Yep.
And to Paulie.
Yep. Matt and Louise.
Yep.
And everybody.
All the best.
Yep.
So hopefully Paulie will be back home and on his feet and giving everyone
ready for the C grade champ again.
Yep. Get him back on the show.
Get him back, old Paulie Mac.
Yep, because one of the ones we did.
Geez, that was a bit ago, wasn't
it? Yeah, but it was a great day. We went down the pub afterwards. Had a meal. So there was you, me, Paulie, and Jimmy.
That's right.
And it was a great day.
It was Father's Day. It was me and Paulie.
So I have played with Paulie a few times.
Oh yeah, I was going to say when
we went down
won
the coast.
Yep.
When when he won that event down there.
Yep.
We played down there, stayed for a few days, had a great time. So Paulie's a really, really nice bloke.
Yes.
And like I said, hopefully they'll get on the mend and we can catch up with him and see how he's going.
Exactly.
But all the best.
Yes, Paulie. And the Macklin family. Yep,
all the Macklins. Good bunch of people. So.
Yeah, very, very, very solid people. So
just thought while we're talking about Nudgee.
No, good call, actually. And speaking of Macklin, he's not at Jindalee anymore.
No.
So he's working with Paul.
Yep.
And so that gives him maybe a little bit of extra money and a little bit more time to practice. Yep. So hopefully that goes well for James as well. But as I said, Burleigh, we go back to Burleigh.
Yep.
Burleigh's mint, you've been there before, been there plenty of times.
Yep.
Burleigh doesn't get enough of a look in with the other resort style tracks in the area.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you've got...
It's awfully hard in that part of the world because there is...
So many
golf courses.
It's sort of like Southport, right? Like Southport, even though Southport's a little more private, Burleigh's semi-private. It doesn't get a look in compared to like a Sanctuary Cove or Hope Island, bloody all the other ones down there, Lakelands and Glades and Raw Pines and
Raw Pines. Yep.
It doesn't quite get a look in as much, even though I think Burleigh is a great layout.
Half a dozen bang, you just roll off your tongue.
And they're the top resort tracks. Service Paradise is mint. Southport's great. Burleigh's brilliant. You know, you've got, and then you look at the Palmer Colonials and Palmer Gold Coast.
Yep.
You know, there's so many good tracks in that area.
Palm Meadows doesn't get much of a...
That's true.
Palm Meadows. Yeah, great course.
So good.
Like, do you know, it's funny, the boys played soccer at Robina yesterday, and you sort of duck down through there and you go past Lakelands and past Palm Meadows, and both those courses I've always really liked. I mean, Lakelands is fantastic course.
Lakelands is brilliant, and we've done a vlog down there, I don't know, 2 or 3 times over a handful of years.
Palm Meadows is the same.
Well, you're exactly right, probably a handful of times, 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Because they're just great golf courses.
Yeah, always in good nick.
And we try to play with different people.
And always... they're always really good courses.
And they're always welcoming to us as well, which is always nice. So I need to thank those guys. But there's a lot going on in the world of golf. Like yesterday was Live, so that was a Live Adelaide event.
Yep. And came here to Australia and played that event.
Seemed great. Taylor Gooch shot 62-62.
Yeah. Well, looked like they had a pretty good time.
20 under for 2 rounds, and then 1 over. I think finished 19 under. Cam came 3rd or tied 3rd with Patrick Reed and all that sort of stuff. But to see that many people, did you watch any of it, or you were?
No,
you were.
No,
I watched it. It was brilliant. Again, to me, it's golf, and to be able to see that many people on the golf course or watching golf, it was incredible.
Yeah, I saw the last couple of holes of the Masters. That's about all I've seen.
And John Rahm winning that as well.
Rambo.
Oh, Rambo. You know, with Kep, look, I put money on Koepka after he won the week before in Orlando, but man, he didn't get the job done, and Rahm did, so that's always good.
Oh, he was pretty solid.
Yeah, just solid. Apart from what was it, double, triple or whatever. Yeah, double the first hole or whatever.
Yep,
everything was great.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of golf going on. You know, maybe this would be actually an interesting little segue. Slow play, Patrick Cantlay. Run me through your thoughts.
Well.
And run us through your thoughts on the other.
I didn't realise how, like, because I wondered what they were doing, and then you sort of realise that, you think that eventually, as a professional golfer, that you would
play it up.
Play at a reasonable play, like your whole. I get pre-shot routines and this and that and everything else, but do you know, like, if you know that you are a bit slower, surely that's a thing that you could go and work on. And I get that everyone's got their own little thing that they like to do, right? But I think we've all played with some people that are painfully slow.
Yep.
I played golf with a bloke, and I was saying, even when the putt was that far from the hole, went through his whole putting routine. Didn't matter where on the green it was. And you look at it and go, mate, surely you could just tap that in and move on. But I need to mark it and I need to line it up and like, I get some of it. And don't get me wrong, if it had been a metre or 2 metres away, it would have been okay.
A bit different, yeah.
But you know, that's what's holding those things up. And like I said, I think there's some things you can work on. I mean,
it's hard.
Look at Sergio when he went through that thing where he used to re-grip the club like 55 times or something. And over the years, he obviously realised, and that's some of the things you can do. I mean, you know, we all do it, don't we? Like when you're walking towards a ball or on a cart or whatever, you're already sort of starting to picture the shot that you're looking at playing and thinking, and you're starting to think, well, this looks like probably an 8-iron, and then when you get closer you might readjust that, but the shot you're thinking of playing is probably still the same.
It's a hard one.
I'm going to do a little draw here, or I'm going to fade this in. It's only that when you get to it you look at it and go, oh, hang on a minute, maybe it's a 9-iron, it's not an 8-iron. So you might readjust that, but and then you just go through, you know, your routine. But it looked frustrating for those players, because
it is frustrating for those who are faster,
especially those two players that, you know, this is the home stretch of the tournament, and, you know, I know. So it didn't go well for Brooks Kapner because he was obviously struggling. But if you have a look at, you know, John Rahm, he was in that mode and moving, and
even though he was slowed down, like the way I look at it, it's professional golf is different to amateur golf.
He was lucky that it didn't throw him out.
Yeah,
because that would have been a shame to be on such a roll and rolling very well, and then suddenly, and it only takes little things like that, doesn't it, to throw you out.
Once your head starts going,
have a look how many times you've played, and then suddenly you get held up on one hole.
Yeah, and then you start going,
and now you've thrown everything out.
Yeah,
Joe. So
no, it's tough. I mean, professional golf's different to amateur golf. I don't know. There still should be a shot clock to a point.
Yep. And I was a bit surprised with that day, because like the field is smaller on that day. So it's not like the first 2 days where you've still got a full field. Do you know what I mean? So the fields are starting to close down, and it's the same thing, I suppose. How much gap do you put between all those people? You end up people waiting around for ages for the next group to come on the tee. Do you know what I mean? Like if you.
But I think that's where the live thing's quite good. And again, I'm not saying they should do the shotgun start for a major or anything like that. But again, Cantlay, he's slow. But then again, you're talking about Victor Hovland, who's pretty quick, Rahm, who's pretty quick, Koepka, who's real quick, Matt Fitzpatrick, who's super quick. You know, you're talking about these guys who are on the quicker side of things, and then you've got someone like Patrick Cantlay, who is on the slower end of things. It is for money, though. Like, you know what I mean? There's some other variables to it more than just, okay, you're playing slow. All right? And again, I still think there should be a number. It's like, if it's from 5 minutes to 3 minutes to look for a ball, maybe that should be that 3-minute number maximum from the time you get to your ball to the time you need to hit it.
Well, we sort of pretty well do it, don't we?
Oh, look, 100%. Like, I feel like I play relatively quick.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we give ourselves a little bit of time to look for a ball, but you know, it does come to that point where you look and go, well, I'm pretty sure it's gone.
They make plenty more of them.
Yeah, and someone else will find it and use it.
Exactly. It's about recycling. It's about, you know, keeping things moving.
But there is that point, isn't it, where, well, how long do you keep looking for that ball?
Yeah, and that's so then that goes with how long does it take you to hit that shot. I mean, that's my opinion. So I don't know what everybody else thinks. I think it's an interesting thing because it gets brought up every year or every 2 years when somebody like that, who's in contention or whatever, slows everyone down. Yes. Which, again, I don't know the answer apart from the fact. But again, I don't like telling people what to do either. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to do your own thing, but there should be an extreme end of things. Yeah. Well, and I think 3 minutes is a decent number.
I think there is a rule, isn't it, for looking for your ball?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was 5, it's now 3 minutes. Yeah. But from a hitting of a ball standpoint, so from the time you get to your ball, there should be then a time starts from there. And I don't mean 30 seconds like they've done on whatever. They've done a shot clock on something on European Tour, Asian Tour.
And I think most people give plenty of people leeway. You know, you and I are playing, and I look at it and I go, all right, cool, no worries. This is a 7-iron, so right, cool. I just get over the ball, and the wind starts howling straight at us, and I step back and go, mate, I'm going to have to change clubs. Yeah, I'm going to need a 5-iron or a 6-iron or whatever. You go, fair enough. The wind's just kicked up.
Of course.
So you wouldn't count that as wasted time.
No, of course. It's just a change of decision based on the environment.
Oh, fair enough. You know, when you originally went to address the ball, there was nothing.
Yeah.
And now it's friggin' howling into you.
Of course.
And you do that plenty of times. And like I said, par threes are a prime one, where you sort of pull up and you go, all right, cool, you know, it's a 140 whatever, and you go, oh, it's a 7-iron, and then you step up, and when you get higher in the air, you go, oh, I didn't realise it was so breezy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, and then you go back and grab another club and come back. So,
mate, it's bloody crazy. I can't believe it. Have a look at it. There's not a cloud in the sky out there. It's literally, we were supposed to tee off half an hour ago. It's like, It has turned, like, we were literally at the golf club, we stood outside, we carried on.
Well, we decided to come down here because it was so
windy and it was raining.
Yeah, and then it started raining heavier.
And then
jumped in the car.
We'll call it.
Because otherwise we were going to do it around the club. And we went, oh, I don't think we can find anywhere that's...
Well, that's bloody not so breezy or wet. Anyway.
No.
We'll organise it. So this is the second time or third time in the last couple of months. So we've had Bribey, which we had to can, which was on the edge, but we canned Bribey, Marucci River, and now NUDGEE Kuro. So, but NUDGEE Bulka is out. So like I said, it'll be out Friday. It's us two, and then Charlie, Checkpoint Charlie, and so Charlie, member there, heading into the Air Force. And
Top Gun.
Yep. So he's heading down to Victoria now, pretty soon.
Maverick.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you want to give us a movie review of Top Gun Maverick?
Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, it was alright.
I watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Do you know, all movies are what they are. You watch a movie based on a true story, you hope that it's close to that story.
Yeah.
And it doesn't deviate too much. Do you know, look, it's an action movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's exactly what it was.
That's what it is. You know, it's like watching, you know, Star Wars and all those. You get what you get. It's not. Might have some funny parts in it, but it's not. Do you know, if you watch a comedy,
you expect it to be funny.
You hope to laugh. Like they're just.
Sorry, Campbell. I said mental. He goes, it's the best day of golf in the last week because it's been blowing its rig out. Yeah. It's been mental out here.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely crazy. So it is what it is. But anyway, we'll get out there and.
But it's interesting, different places, isn't it? So when we went to Marucci River down here in Brisbane, right, it was scorching hot. Absolutely bright. I went to go, and one of my daughters went, where are you going? I said, I'm going to golf. And they went, put plenty of sunscreen on. It's going to be an absolute stinker. And got, 5-10 minutes from there? And I looked up and I went, is that smoke haze? And then next minute, boof.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was bucketing down. Nothing. But it was...
It was from Caloundra onwards.
And then just after that, you rang and said it's pouring down here, and I went, oh, okay, yep. Well said. It was just scorching hot.
And then on the way back as well, same thing.
Once we drove out of Marucci, poof, beautiful.
Yeah, it was fine. It's bloody hell. So, but yeah, no, we'll get back.
You need to be able to sort of just like push the clouds.
Just move over. Right. Just do something. But I've never played Marucci River. I haven't played the Kuro, so yeah.
I haven't played either of those. Yep.
And that's what I mean. It would have been good to do that. But we'll get that. So like I said,
we'll get that.
We got Bulka. Pardon me. We got the Bulka coming out, and then after that we're going to have Sanctuary Cove.
Yep.
And that was us two, Jace and Brad.
Yep.
And then Capera. So Capera's coming.
Yep.
And then that's us two, Jake and Sammy Wetton.
Yep.
And then we were meant to have this, but again, we'll organise it and try to do it. But
yes,
the live stuff would have been good. So after watching the Grange, it would have been good to be down in Adelaide.
Yeah. Yep.
But school holidays, and it was quite hard to do, and sort of I was going to go by myself, and I thought I don't want to go by myself. Like playing a course like that, it was like when we went to Melbourne and played Spring Valley. None of us had played it.
Yeah.
So it was Softy,
it was
us two, Softy and Chris Adnams. None of us had played Spring Valley.
Yeah, and I suppose it always is nice, isn't it, when you get other people's
Exactly.
view.
It would have been good
I
to
mean?
be more than the two of us. So
because you can have a view of the course and look at it and go, oh, you know, well, this is absolutely fantastic. And other people go, oh, yeah, it's sort of okay.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, it's always nice to have, you know. People have different favourite holes and bits and pieces. Like, you'll always get someone that'll go, oh, mate, how good was that hole? Blah, blah, blah. And you'll go, oh, yeah, but I really loved this hole.
Yeah.
You know, just the way it moved or rolled or the trees that were on the course or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but, no. Like I said, the NUDGEE one will be interesting because, like I said, it's had quite a few changes.
It has.
Since.
Because, so the NUDGEE Bulka that we played, that'll be out on Friday, it starts off with the old 10th hole.
Yep.
On the north course. So, and you can go back and watch those vlogs. Like we've done that NUDGEE 2 or 3 times. But the north course 10th, and then there's a new hole, and then the 12th.
Yep.
Was a par 5, now a par 4.
Yep.
And then 13, which was a par 5, is still a par 5, just more bunkers.
Yep.
And then there's a few, you can sort of see where it all used to be. It's just all different. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
And I quite like the Bulka because it wasn't very long.
No, I thought it was alright. You still need to hit some good shots.
It was relatively tight.
Yeah.
Big drop off, so that's where you start missing greens around there. Not easy.
Yep.
Some short holes.
Yeah.
So like that third hole we played, which is 1, 2, 3. You've hit a good one a little bit left. If you didn't hit it left, you probably would have been near on the green.
Yeah, no, I reckon it's it's good. NUDGEE's always been.
It's a good risk reward track because, like I said,
it'd be interesting to see. Like I said, the other 18.
Yes, it's harder. It is longer. It's more championship. You know, it's a tougher golf course.
Yep.
Which again, it is what it is. But it's nice to be able to have 2 different tracks.
I think you don't want 2 that are the same.
No, of course you want them to be different. Like the green complexes are very similar.
Yeah.
But the holes themselves are different.
No, but that's what you want. You want to feel like you're on 2 different courses rather than, oh well, this pretty well just wild.
It's just 36 holes of the same course.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Bulka seems to be. Like I said, there's a couple of
that's important when you've got 36 holes. Like I said, if you've got 27 holes,
diversify.
It doesn't matter so much.
Yes.
Right? But I think when you got 2, you want them feeling like they're different courses.
But the beauty of that, like I think they've shut down membership at NUDGEE because it's so full. But having 36 holes is huge. Like you could play the Kurai course, the Bulka course, and then you could have
half and half.
One front, a front and a front of Kurai and Bulka. Then you could have back and a back, and then you could do front and a back and a back and a front. Like that.
Yes.
You've got so many options in courses, so your variety is there. I think that's what's so good about the place.
Yes.
And again, NUDGEE's going to be the place to be. Like it's easily going to be the best course in the Brisbane area. Like you got Indooroopilly that has 36, which membership is quite expensive. I mean, we haven't done a vlog there, so if anybody knows anybody in Indooroopilly that can get us on to say yes and stick with a yes, that would be nice. If not, then so be it. We won't do that. But NUDGEE itself, it's relatively cheap, at least still for now. I get if they start putting their dollars up, which I'm sure they will. I mean, they'll have to, because again, it's a 36-hole course for less than $2,000 or something.
Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly.
Oh, it's mental.
Yep.
It's what it used to be.
So those 2 courses got 36.
Yeah, Indro's got 36, NUDGEE's 36.
Yeah, and then
Compara's
a couple got
27.
Virginia's 27.
27, yep.
That's about it.
Brisbane's most 22 or 3 or 4 or something like that.
Most are sort of at 18, aren't they?
Yep. You've got.
Yep.
Don't you have 3? Oh, you got 3 courses at Houston. 3 nines.
Oh yeah.
So you got 27 at Houston.
27 there. Yep. Yep. So there's a couple that got 27. Most are just 18.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you got Laidley, which has 12. Which I think we've spoken about that, which is a good thing.
So they do the same. So one week it's 1 to 9. You'll play twice, and the next week it'll be.
Well then.
So 1 to 6 you'll play twice, and then 6 till 12 you'll play twice.
That's right.
So it does give them that variety.
Correct.
And they have some different tee blocks.
Of course.
So they're not completely the same.
Yeah.
And a couple of the tee blocks do give you a complete different look when you tee off. But that's a way for them to be able to vary it round.
Of course.
So you play 1 to 6, then you'll play 6 to 12, then you come back and play 1 to 6. Then there's other times where you'll play 6 to 12, 1 to 6, 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So it does give them that
it's variety. And again, it's a 12-hole course. And we were saying when we done that vlog out there, actually, if it was 18 holes, it might have been 18 average holes, and the condition may not have been as good.
Yeah. Yep.
Only based on the fact that they don't have as much stuff.
Yep.
Speaking about golf course, have you heard about that Minnippi golf course? When's that supposed to be open? That's the one. So there's a golf course over Cannon Hill Way. Or
Cannon Hill. I'm not really sure where they're up to.
That's actually could be a good call. I'll you can,
because I'm not sure when it was due to be up.
I am reconsidering God's control of the weather.
So the idea is that the council will own.
It's geoengineering. This is why that's happening. This is what Campbell said. So
the council will have 2 courses.
Yes.
So they always had Vic Park and they had St Lucia.
Yes.
The idea was they would keep St Lucia on this side of town, on this side of the river, because Brisbane's split by a river.
Yes, it is.
And at Cannon Hill.
Sorry, I'm on the Brisbane City Council website.
That would be the new course.
Brisbane City Council is working with BMD property, blah 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 blah. Minnippi Golf Course. Oh, so there's an estate out there.
Yep.
New public golf course in Brisbane in 70 years. Addition to St Lucia as a council course. Blah 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 blah. Latest update. BMD commenced. So early 2023.
That's up now.
I know, is due for completion early 2023.
Yeah, I'm not.
So right now we're in April.
It must be very, very close.
It has to be.
I did run into the mayor of Brisbane the other week. I should have asked him.
Adrian.
Yep.
What did he say?
Can you move the ambulance?
Get out of me bloody way.
And then he said, no, well actually someone else asked, but he said no, he was a good enough driver to get past it. I said no worries.
Work has unfortunately been delayed. Works are now due to be, so it was meant to be 2022, but due to rain and wet weather experienced in the 2022 blah blah blah, works are now due to be finished in early 2023. Weather and construction conditions permitting, the operator's club length will confirm. All right, let's go to club link and let's see what the story is there. Oh Jesus, there you go. So that's the golf course. I mean, that's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to see too much there, but that's Minnippi. That's Minnippi for you. I don't think there's any bunkers on it by the sounds of it.
No, I bet you being a public course, I bet you the same thing. They would have looked at the maintenance of the bunkers and stuff and looked at it and gone, well, maybe we won't have
Well, bunkers are, I think, take up the most amount of dollars.
Because it's, so it's named after an elder from that area.
Okay.
And so that's where the Minnippi people sort of all come from, that area. So I would say that they'll try and keep it very, a lot of native trees and stuff there.
The $25 million.
That's what I'm hoping. Like,
yeah.
If you look at a course where you so I'm hoping that there's a lot of like quite native Australian trees and not palm trees. Stuff.
Just native trees.
No. Well, a lot more native trees. So to give it that real native, bushy sort of Australian sort of feel to the course, rather than palm trees.
Jesus, let's have a listen to this. This is clublinks.com. So this is the people doing it. It says, we specialise in operating community hubs where golf is played and aligned perfectly with Brisbane City Council's ultimate goal of the facility. He said, whilst golf is a cornerstone of the activity for the course, a focus on community events and engagement has meant that the space will be utilised for unique ways, including foot golf, laser tag, night golf with glow balls. Because if you didn't have glow balls, it wouldn't be very good, would it? You might lose a few.
You could set them on fire.
Fireballs. Outdoor open cinema, evenings, non-golf sporting and fitness activities, bubbles and buckets, ladies events and more. You could do the buckets and bubbles.
I'm not really sure what that
And it says the $25 million professional grade golf course includes 18 holes driving range, putting green, clubhouse, and an F&B offerings surrounded by lush nature, including the Bulimba and Minnippi creeks. Sounds fantastic. Now,
see, I don't mind using the course for other stuff. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, because, like, you know, night golf and bits and pieces and stuff. Why not?
oh no,
Like,
I mean, of
it's
course.
a novelty and something different. Like, I think that it's a good idea to use the course as much as you can. If you can play into the night time and have that course, because if courses don't get used,
There you go. There's no golf course there, so that's not good on the maps. So
if you don't use the golf course, it goes.
of course it does. Well, they're trying to get rid of a lot of golf courses anyway.
If it's not dragging in some form of income, but it'll be interesting. It'll be good. Like I said, be nice. Be interesting to see what they do.
I completely agree.
I have a picture in my head of like this course with some native trees and nice little creek running through it.
Hopefully that's what they do. Yeah,
Yep,
it's a minimalist
if I
golf
get there,
course.
it's full of palm trees.
Palm trees and bunkers. That's you're gone.
Because that's what you have on the coast.
But no, and that's true. I mean, it's literally you're clearing an area. Lots of gum
I
trees.
just don't see that that's
Helens Vale-esque.
yeah.
That's what I see.
Yeah. I see something that's, like I said, a bit more relative to. Otherwise, I'm taking a chainsaw and chop all those palm trees down.
It'll take you a while. Have you ever cut down a palm tree?
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're
On
terrible.
chainsaws.
Yeah,
they
just fibrous in, just clog your bloody
it up.
chainsaw up.
At 3 at the front, they went.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's better to use a friggin' axe than a bloody chainsaw.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hack it down with an axe.
Hack it down.
But it'll like I said, it'll be good.
Yes.
Like I said, it's been a while since there's been a new course. Courses have obviously changed over the years and had renovations and all sorts of stuff.
What's the date next week?
But
sorry, so it'll be the week after by the looks of it then. So we are. Where's the bloody calendar? What are we today? 24th. So that means next week would be the 1st.
yeah,
So on the 8th, we're heading down to, if you can do it on the 8th, Hope Island. So Neville Austin has started an indoor simulator. So Warren's brother, Warren Austin, his brother, started a thing at Hope Island called the T Block, which is an indoor
yes, I've seen some of the
facility
ads for it. Yep,
So we'll go check that out.
nice.
So it's it's blowing. Good, I'm glad. And there's clouds starting. I'm happy now.
I'll wait for the lightning to come in.
It's gonna be crazy.
So we can say,
oh, what a choice!
Knew that lightning was coming. No, that'd be good.
So we'll go do that, and that's on the 8th. But yeah, plenty to do, and we'll get out there. But yes, stay tuned for Nudgee coming, and then Sanctuary Cove, and then Capera, and then whatever else we have coming.
Nudgee and bits and pieces again.
Easy.
Yep.
Anything you want us to, any questions and stuff like that, your stuff on slow play questions. It's been a while.
So, the block,
T Block.
the T block, is it near the clubhouse or
No, it's in an area of its own.
own?
Yeah, yes,
cool.
it's not at the golf club.
Nice.
So it'll be interesting.
Got a coffee shop near it?
I hope so, because like that's what you'd want, right? And unless again, I don't know enough about it. I don't know how many bays. I do know Nev's using foresight though, so pretty much.
Put the jug on, Nev.
Yeah,
we're coming
down there. Just a bit of instant coffee or tea, maybe we'll be fine.
Yep.
The golf bunker uses TrackMan.
Yep.
Golf 24 where Brad works, TrackMan.
Yep.
I do fittings out of Golf Central with Foresight Juicy Quad.
Yep.
And Nev's using, I think it's Foresight Hawk. So instead of it just sitting like that little unit there, and you got your ball here and it picks it all up from there, it's all done from above.
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
All right.
So yeah, we haven't.
Maybe we might even catch up with Brad at one stage.
Oh, we did. Yeah, definitely got to do something with Brad at Golf 24.
Because there is quite a few kicking around now. Because like you said, so
the last 3 years has been huge.
Yeah,
for it, really.
like I said, Brad's only around the corner from here at Golf 24
at Hendry. Yes,
and then you obviously got the golf bunker, which we've been down
at
to
Hamilton. Yep.
But yeah, it's always nice to show what these places have got, what they offer.
Yeah, because they are all slightly different. So something like the Golf Bunker, it's effectively a golf membership. I don't know the dollars, $1,000, $1,200 for the year, unlimited use, TrackMan, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
I think Golf 24 is different. I think it's like $100, $90 for the year. Then you pay for hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I'm not sure how Nev's doing his the T block. I'm not too sure how he's doing it, but
I'll have to ask Brad about that. It's around the corner.
That's what I mean. It's 24 hours. You basically a member. Boop, sign in. Just log in online. Say I want that time. Pay for it. Tap. Go away. You go. And so you can get some numbers.
Might be handy after afternoon shift.
Yep.
Only round the corner from it.
Literally. Yeah. Literally.
Down.
Get a few balls.
Hit a few balls for an hour and come home.
Yep. Yep. And you get some numbers too. And you can play simulator.
I don't mind that. So, because the problem is when you pay a whole year.
Yes.
Is if you get busy and you don't get there. But if you're only paying like $100
and pay as you go.
$100 and then pay as you go.
Yes.
You feel that if you didn't get there for the year, well,
it's not the end of the world.
No, you've done $100.
Yeah,
you know.
And I think, see, that's two different demographics, right? So you've got somebody like...
well, it's like being a member of a golf course, isn't it?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, it's okay to pay membership and you go, yep, I'm playing a couple of days a week or whatever, but it's those ones that you go, well, I don't know. I mightn't play for a month.
That's right.
But I might play twice and then I'm not really sure. And then when you look at it and you go, well, maybe I should just pay it as I go.
Yep.
You know, so...
And at Golf 24, and I'm sure the Bunker did as... Actually, no, the Bunker definitely did. So TrackMan has a thing called Next Tour, which is simulator golf.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so there's a buy-in, you pay whatever the dollars there are, and then you win prizes. So all the best players in the world, professionals as well, play in it.
Yep.
So, you know, Zach at Virginia, tall lefty Zach.
Yep.
Yeah, he come, I think, second or third in one of the last events and picked up like 15 grand. Like,
right.
It's pretty full on.
Yeah.
And so all you got to do is use your TrackMan, play the round, whatever course it is.
Yeah.
Shoot your round under, and then away you go.
Yeah, I
think it's pretty cool.
I think they certainly got a spot.
Yes.
You know, I'd like to build one in the backyard.
Well, wouldn't that be nice on the farm?
But I reckon I've got enough room here to build a shed.
Well, you definitely got enough room.
Out the back.
Yeah, but then you have no other room for anything else.
It doesn't matter.
The kids are getting older.
If I build a shed out the back, you know what's that cost you? 50 grand.
Or what, for a TrackMan setup or whatever?
Yeah, in a shed.
Oh yeah, you could probably get it all done for 50 grand.
Yeah, beautiful. How good would that be? I just get up in the morning, get a coffee, walk straight out the back.
Richo, go to work.
Hey,
no,
never go to golf course again.
And again, that's where the simulator stuff does have a.
Wouldn't you get sunburn?
True.
Hey, air conditioning.
What would you do that?
Oh, you have to put an air conditioner in. Yeah, you don't want to be in a sweaty old shed. Hey.
That'd definitely be cool, wouldn't it?
I think it'd be definitely one of the things. If you had plenty of money, you would definitely just build a shed.
Yep.
Yep. Let us know if you.
Who wants to build a shed?
I mean, you work out that.
I've just put a pool in our yard, so I can't do it.
So most of those ones, well, I've got a pool in the front yard.
Yeah,
so I've got the room
you got enough out here.
But because most of them you can just watch normal TV on them as well, can't you?
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah. So you'll basically connect a computer, projector, screen, the launch monitor, mat, maybe a little bit of a bulkhead enclosure thing.
You go down there.
Yeah.
Oh, State of Origin.
Yeah, it's true.
Play 18 holes of golf. Watch State of Origin.
That's true.
And if we're getting a flogging, we'll just go back to golf.
Don't worry about the footy. Yeah,
I think it's those times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you imagine having something like that where you can get a few people over. Yeah, Jim might come over.
Yeah.
Play a round of golf.
And that's what I mean.
And it wouldn't matter. And you wouldn't have to go, oh, sorry, we're not playing tonight, mate, it's raining.
That's true.
You just go, yep, cool.
So if we just do a vlog from in there.
we could vlog thousands of courses.
Thousands of courses. We'll play Pebble Beach.
Well, when we play one of the England courses, we'll go, very windy. We'll get some sound effects.
Yeah.
Maybe a snowmaker.
Oh.
So it looks like
I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
No, it's just like.
I reckon the rains are coming again, Richo. So yeah, I think we're all good. We've made the right decision.
I think so too.
I think so too.
But yeah, no, well, that's good.
Well, absolutely. Anyway, guys, we're going to go. So because I need to go home and upload this and down. You know how it is. Ask some questions. We'll get to it. But like I said, maybe I'll even put some of those equipment vlogs out. That we done a while back.
Yeah. There's a couple of those. Look, there's plenty of stuff kicking around.
Yeah.
and same thing. If anyone's got any questions or
or what do you want us to do? We need to organise. We need to organise a trip because that Bundy thing was a pain in the ass last year.
If there's anything,
Richo's going to try a new driver. He was going to try the new STZ today, the new Mizuno. So
we'll have to try that another time.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds good.
We'll be able to do that.
But yeah, if there is, you know, a certain thing you'd like us, we can endeavour to try and get hold of it and to, you know, show people or whatever if there's something different or interesting.
Well, we're still trying to do stuff with the free flex. Do you have it in here at all?
Yeah, no, it's right there.
It's right where?
Right there. There. On that. No, left.
Oh,
go.
Sorry.
That's it.
So we're still trying to do some stuff with the free flex. So I done some numbers myself. And I could even probably run through with it, but I want to do it more. I'll quickly run people's through it. If I go back to wherever it was, there we go. I don't think I saved it. Mustn't have saved it. Anyway, I've done some videos. I've hit some shots. I've done all this sort of stuff in compared to my driver, so the Ping with the shaft that I have in it with the free flex. My driver, look at that thing. My driver with my driver shaft is longer than this, as in the free flex. I could not strike the face with the free flex in it. So I done it indoors. I haven't done it outdoors yet. So the first time I done it, rubbish, disgusting, terrible. So, I mean, I was hitting it shit anyway with everything, but it was like 20 meters longer with my graphite design shaft in comparison to the free flex. But club head speed was faster with the free flex. So as you would imagine, so a 72 gram shaft compared to well, this is what, 38? Yeah, the one I got is 45. So nearly half the weight in the shaft. All right. So you would imagine you should be able to move the club faster if it's a little lighter. All right, so I think that's where the club head speed's coming from, but I could not strike it in the face. I was hitting everything so low, so I'd need to tee it up high potentially. So I'll have to do it outside. I think that'll be the next time I do something. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've done it. I'm going to do it again inside, and then I'm going to do it again outside, because I just want to give it a proper test, not just a hit. Because if you look at NUDGEE, like I said, Richo uses that thing. Hang on, let's see if we can't get the old free flex. It's there. You can see it. Free flex special.
It's awfully hard when you take it straight onto the course. I think a putter to take straight on the course is a bit different, right? And probably even maybe some wedges and stuff. But it's awfully hard because normally when you get a new driver, I normally take it to the range and like to hit a bucket of balls. You get used to the feel of it, everything else, and then you then you take it on the course.
Yes.
I'm not saying I like to go down there for weeks on end, but it's just nice to get. And same thing when you get a new set of irons, you tend to go and.
But I pulled this on you on the tee of the first hole at the Bulka. So NUDGEE that's coming up, Richo literally puts it in, and then hits this massive slice out onto the 9th or whatever it is on the Kuro.
It was hardly even a slice; it was just a big block.
And then after that, he hit it okay.
Yes.
But again, it's a feel thing. That's something you need to get used to the feel. Like I said, look at it. It's literally a fishing rod. So
I think it's that same thing.
I'm going to give it some more time.
I would like. I'm going to pop it in. Jeez. I'm going to pop it in and go and hit a good bucket of balls.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Right? And then maybe we'll do the same.
Yes.
Maybe I'll come down and we'll do it indoors.
Yes.
With my driver.
Yeah, just to get numbers, and then we're going to do it outside.
Sorry, my shaft and that shaft, and that way then we can give it a real good run. And like I said, I would have had a bucket of balls to get used to the whole. Because like I said, it's certainly different. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like someone hands you a putter, as long as it's not massively heavy for you or whatever. It's just
it's very very different. And again, for what I've hit of it. I haven't hit anything good with it.
Well, the first shot It was when I got to the top of the swing, I sort of like,
I didn't quite
know what to do, because it does feel
yeah
funny. And then, like I said, in the end, I just laid right off and just blocked it. Massive out.
Certainly want to spend more time with it. So like I said, I've tried to do some numbers. Couldn't strike the face, so it's not fair for both. But in saying that, like I said, the club head speed is definitely faster, which is nice. It's now what happens. So we're going to try it outside. I want Richo to try it as well. I want other people to try it.
Yeah.
And like I said, head weight even for Richo's is a little bit heavy. It's very, very close. It's closer than what the Ping is, because Ping head weights are quite a bit heavier than, say, that Mizuno. You know, there's about 7-ish grams different between them, but I do have an 11 gram weight, which I've got in the back now, so I can get the swing weight to where it needs to be. So, which I didn't have last time. So so we're trying to trying to give it as much time as possible, because it's not easy just to pick it up and swing it.
No. It's getting your head around. I just need to hit it like I normally would.
That's right.
Like I said, you'll definitely notice when you watch that vlog, the first shot where it was like,
oh my god,
not quite, but you'll see. And then, so then there was a group of shots in the middle where I hit it really well.
Yes.
Because I just swung, and then there was a group of shots just after that were back to a bit average, because I tried to hit it too hard.
Yes, you were starting to hit it hard.
So I had the bad shot to start with, had some good shots, right? And then I went, I'm going to see what this can really do.
Yeah.
And tried to really unwind on it. And as we know, doesn't matter what club you've got, when you try to really unwind on something, what happens?
Well, your timing's out, it's harder. Yeah. It's definitely harder.
So generally, you might fluke one.
Yes.
Right? But overall, you've thrown your whole timing out and everything else. If I had kept going the way I did when I got on the roll with those good shots.
Yes.
Like, you have a look at that par 5, like, I hit a beautiful shot.
Oh no, you hit a couple of really, really good ones. But I was looking at ball flight, and even though it was slightly left of what most of your other ones were, it was spinning a bit, it was launching too high, it was up in the air more.
Yeah.
So we have to tweak the driver a little bit, I think. But at least
it definitely does feel like it wants to close.
It's interesting.
Like and I didn't feel like anything wanted to, you know, slice or hang to the right. Like I said, the first shot was just horrible, because I just sort of, like I said, really, it started that way and kept going that way. But it was that coming down, I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't know whether it was going to beat me to the ball or I was going to beat it to the ball.
And I think that's part of it. I literally topped so many golf shots trying to play it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. And then even the one I did hit, actually,
just let it go.
I hit yours on the vlog. Cole topped it in the piss.
Yeah.
Like
that's right.
For me, and the way I load it, it feels real funny.
Yeah.
Like I can't. But again, we'll get there. We'll try to get there,
but
because
it's
Campbell, who we're going to play with today, and Charlie, he's hit it, and they hit it great.
Yep.
The way I load it, I get sort of a little laggy and horrible. They're a bit smoother in a way. They hit it quite well.
Yeah.
So
I feel that it certainly doesn't want to stay. It definitely wants to close itself. I felt that if, you know, like you said, you got it right, you would be. You couldn't work the ball with it.
At least not to begin with.
Like, I reckon it'd be very hard. Like, if I wanted to do that little fade, it wants to.
You're almost just hoping for the best, because you just don't know. Because again, it's a feel thing. I think after you use it,
looks like a club that once you got used to it, you would just aim the middle and
just hit it. Yeah, I probably agree with that.
You wouldn't be, I'll aim a bit to the left, it'll slice, whatever. I think it'll want to work its way back to the square.
It's an interesting one because it seems so flexy. You're not sure what's happening at the ball.
Yeah.
Like I said, you need to get used to it.
Just hit it.
Just hit it. Yeah.
I just said, don't overhit it.
Yeah.
But you know, and that's always the same thing. Look, I remember when I first went from a wood steel-headed driver to a bigger-headed driver. Because it was a bigger head, you felt like I can swing as hard as I want because I can't miss it.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, but you can still miss the middle.
Yeah.
So I never missed the ball.
Yes.
Right? But of course, you know,
the middle's still only that big.
The middle's here, right? So, but you always felt that because the head was so big, and I think that's a problem that sometimes you get with irons. It's okay to go, look at these irons. I've got lots of forgiveness. And I've got wider sole, and they're bigger.
Yeah.
Right. And I think you don't concentrate on them just hitting it.
It's true.
You go, oh, well, I'll just swing because, do you know what? Can't miss it.
Can't miss it, yeah.
Look at the size of it.
In the fittings, that's what I tell a lot of people. Everyone goes, I need a real forgiving head. I'm like, why? Like, your strikes are high and low on the face. They're not way in the heel and way in the toe.
Yes.
And so what happens is when you got it all over the face, well, okay, maybe you need a more friendly head because you can't control strike. But if you're just high and low and a little bit heel and toe, you don't need anything like that to shovel. That actually isn't good for you.
No.
Next one's down, like your 7.9s, your 225s and your Mizunos.
Yeah.
Like those type of clubs are great for the vast majority of people. You know what I mean? Because they're friendly, but they're not huge.
Yeah, I reckon you can get them sort of too big.
Like your sort of thing. Like they're sort of that in-between sort of club.
Yeah, yep.
Your Strixons, your ZX5s
still got a
and
reasonable sized top line that you look down and it doesn't look like it's a, you know...
Massive. It's massive offset and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yep. So, like you said, the Strixons were always...
They're somewhere up there.
Good, solid club, weren't they?
They're brilliant.
Because, you know...
Well, they're good across the board.
They offered enough, but they didn't look like you were using a big shovel.
Well, they just weren't massive, were they?
Hey?
Oh, no. What's going on here? You got to get out.
You got to go to work.
Oh,
Do you want to come and say hello?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Hey?
Oh. It's an all-family show.
Hey? You don't want to give anyone a plug?
No.
A spot, like work or anything like that? Don't want to...
Well...
No, fair call.
Oh, see ya, Katie.
See ya,
Have
Kate.
a good day.
Right, we're about done anyway. So anyway, but yeah, thanks for watching. But yeah, lots of good stuff to come. Stay tuned.
Yep.
We'll see you next time. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if there's anything else you want to ask or whatever, or like I said, we can endeavour to get hold of certain bits and pieces.
Exactly.
A lot of the stuff's not really changed, like you said. It's really what you sort of prefer.
That's what a lot of it is.
Yeah,
you can set so many things up the same. It's what you prefer. At the end of the day.
And
as long as it's giving you about the numbers you're after, the rest of it's just down to
what you play golf for. You gotta be careful. You'll get some gains out of some stuff, and some stuff you won't necessarily get.
Yep, absolutely.
Massive gains out of. It depends on what you want.
Again, it's what gains. Like there's always going to be a trade-off. So anybody who comes in and fit for me, I try to get people to understand what are you trying to gain. Because I can gain you distance. That's easy. I can gain you height. That's easy. Well, what are you currently doing? What do you need?
I wouldn't mind being a couple of inches tall.
I thought longer. I want longer.
Oh,
like
a couple of inches.
No, same here.
So you could do that.
I could. I could stretch you out, mate. Get you on the the rack and start stretching those legs out.
Look, I agree. And then you talk to someone, and you realise that what you haven't been able to achieve is because you keep buying the clubs with
same clubs
shafts.
Or whatever. Yeah, you just keep buying the same things.
I buy extra stiff because that's what all the pros use.
Yeah.
When you probably
need something else. Do
you know what I mean?
There's certainly other factors, but
yeah.
So many people
makeups. You'll get a different sound and a feel over understand the different makeup of clubs and metals.
That's right.
Forged to cast, but some people like the clickier sound,
which is fine,
of the cast club.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Because it is a different sound.
Yep.
And then when they hit a forged club, they I don't know, like that.
Well, if you miss a forged club, it can. I'm not saying with all of them or most of them, it can vibrate a bit more if you do miss hit it.
Yeah.
Whereas with a cast club, even though it might be louder on average, it's when you miss hit it, there's a potential that you've got a bit more behind those strike points that don't make it feel as...
I do get that. Even when I had those pings.
Yeah.
Right? Even when you caught them out of the toe, they don't really vibrate.
No.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's a different sound.
That's right.
Because they are a complete different metal and made up, and obviously what you...
And that sound can lead to confidence. There's certainly more to it.
Putters are the same. Some of the ones that have got the face inserts can give you a complete different feel and a little bit different sound.
Well, I remember back years ago we done the Ping Sigma one at Wynnum. Remember we had the putters at Wynnum, and they are so soft.
Yes.
Like they were like marshmallows.
Yes.
And then you go on the other hand, you've got a Scotty, and I've which is just a milled putter, and I got my Ping PLD, a milled putter.
But you nearly feel sometimes that because the balls are soft and then the putter's soft, you nearly feel like now it's like too soft.
Yeah, like literally hitting a marshmallow.
But you don't want it sort of bouncing off like it's too hard.
No, but that's then preference too. What golf ball? Always putt with the golf ball you use.
Yes,
if you continue to use a specific.
I agree. If they have a demo day, or if you're at a golf club where they go, yep, you can take a putter out on the putting green, have a putt. Yep, don't use. So if you never use a Pro V1,
yes,
there's no point having a putt with a new putter with that.
With the Pro V, yeah,
because it won't give you the feel that you'll get then on the course. So if you use, I don't know,
whatever
soft,
like ERC soft.
Jeez,
he's all over it. They're calling him. They're calling him. Either way, we're going to go, guys. Thanks for watching. You grab that, mate.
I'll better get the message.
And we'll see you next time. See you guys.
Hello. Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're a weirdo.
Say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.